If you're walking down the Jersey Shore boardwalk on a Wednesday afternoon, you might see a guy pedaling past on a beach cruiser. He locks his bike against a railing, watches the water for a while, and then heads home to a modest 3-bedroom property. You'd assume he's a regular guy on his day off. But that is Jalen Brunson, the starting point guard and superstar of the New York Knicks. In the summer of 2024, Brunson did something the NBA rarely sees. He was eligible for a 5-year maximum extension worth $269 million. Instead, he signed a 4-year deal for $156 million. He left exactly $113 million on the table. In professional sports, walking away from $100 million usually signals a problem. It implies deep-seated front office friction, a power struggle with coaching, or a massive strategic miscalculation. Brunson, however, operates on a different set of incentives. His choice to bypass a max contract and ignore the typical superstar lifestyle of mansions and car fleets is a specific, engineered choice. But this creates a fascinating strategic mystery. What is the actual advantage of choosing a smaller life when you have the absolute leverage to demand the biggest one possible? The logic behind that choice started in Lincolnshire, Illinois. While his father, Rick, was already an NBA veteran, Jalen's upbringing was defined by strict, blue-collar expectations rather than the perks of his father's status. Every day, his mother, Sandra, made sure he saw the same line tucked into his school lunch bag or taped to his bedroom mirror. The magic is in the work, not the talent, not the name. That mentality protected him during the 2018 NBA draft. Despite being a 2-time NCAA champion at Villanova and the National Player of the Year, 32 teams passed on him. Slipping to the second round became his psychological fuel. It taught him to focus entirely on earning his place on the floor, rather than expecting the league to hand him an elite lifestyle. His childhood programmed an operating system built on output. This perspective keeps him grounded, insulating him from the sense of entitlement that often derails young stars the moment they get paid. Brunson's pay cut was a calculated investment. By taking less, he provided the Knicks with cap room, the financial flexibility to go out and acquire the missing pieces for a championship-level roster. That extra space was used immediately to land elite talent, like standout defender and scorer Mikal Bridges. It also helped secure Karl Anthony Towns, giving the Knicks one of the most formidable starting lineups in basketball. Beyond the roster, this is about what Brunson calls a free mind. He believes that playing under the weight of a maximum contract introduces mental friction. If you're constantly trying to justify a record-breaking paycheck, you stop playing instinctively. This low-pressure approach extends to his business life. He avoids high-stress luxury brands in favor of useful everyday companies like DoorDash and Dunkin'. These partnerships mirror his actual life, keeping his personal brand simple and authentic. He protects this boundary fiercely. He hosts a casual podcast with his former college roommate Josh Hart and uses a simple camcorder to film his family. He doesn't bring the NBA superstar persona through his front door. To Brunson, high-end luxury and maximum pressure contracts are performance liabilities. By choosing a simpler life, he is effectively buying mental clarity as a competitive edge. This strategy has completely shifted the Knicks' trajectory. For the first time in a generation, the team isn't just hoping for relevance. They have a roster and a culture built to legitimately compete for a title. There is a personal payoff to this success, too. Brunson gets to pursue that championship with his father, Rick, right beside him on the sidelines as an assistant coach. He is also scaling this mindset through the Second Round Foundation. Partnering with his mother, he funds fresh food kitchens and educational programs in the Bronx to help other overlooked kids get their first real chance. While many athletes view maximum wealth as the ultimate goal, Brunson prioritized the ability to control his surroundings. He turned down 9 figures to ensure he had the right teammates, his family nearby, and the quiet mind he needs to perform. He isn't settling for an ordinary life. He's designing the exact one he wants.